What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Jive Talk podcast. I'm Tariq.
I'm Micah.
And I'm Josh.
And we're here to bring you sports and pretty much anything else that's relevant. But before we get into all the stuff, listen. Y'all need to like. Y'all need to subscribe. Y'all need to hit the bell.
Share
all
it.
that stuff.
Get it out there, bro.
Yeah, because we cannot get popping until y'all like the video.
I gotta share it, bro. Snapchat, Instagram,
Yeah.
Twitter. We need that.
Yeah,
bro.
we had like, this is going to sound crazy, hopefully when we look back, but it's like we had 120 views the first vid, which is cool, but it's like if 10% of y'all were to like send that to at least, let's see, that's 12.
Send it to 10 people.
10% of 120 is 12.
Send it to your friends.
Y'all send that to one other person, at least 12 other people see it. That's another 20 people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which, that's not the same math, but y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all gotta get it out there.
Yeah.
First off, how was y'all's weekend?
I was just chilling, watching football.
Yeah, we were just watching football. Beat him in Smash Bros. A couple times.
Man,
I beat them in Smash Bros. a couple
he only
times.
won twice.
but-
Three times, actually.
Three
Three
times.
times.
I am not good at Smash. I just kind of, I be I be mashing buttons. I don't really know what I'm doing.
You're
But
trash, whatever.
these guys are some tryhards.
I'm not a try hard. It's just that, in order to even be competitive, I kind of got to raise my level up just because he is actually a try hard.
I'm just good, that's all it is.
Yeah, sure. You know, some of us like girls and shit. I'm just kidding, man.
All right, let's jump into the football.
All right, yeah, for sure. So probably the first game I'm gonna talk about is OU over Nebraska.
Okay.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I caught a little bit of it.
Yeah, it was my type.
It was
of game.
closer than I thought it was gonna be. I thought OU was gonna kind of blow the gates out that bitch.
Me too. No, Nebraska's defense is legit. Nebraska can play on both sides of the ball. People don't talk about that. Adrian Martinez is cold.
He's solid. I just feel like I'm so confused because I feel like Nebraska for the past 10 years, no joke, has had a quarterback with the last name Martinez. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like,
Is that
I don't
true?
know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's probably not, but I just feel like Martinez or someone named Martinez has been the Nebraska quarterback for a long time.
Right.
And that's kind of crazy. But he's good. Like,
Adrian Martinez is good. Like, he had a game. I will say he played better than Spencer Rattler. Yeah. Because when it comes to just, let's see, I think he only missed like 6 of his passes. And he didn't throw the ball very many times.
Well, one got picked. You saw that one-handed pick that one?
That was amazing. That was a
crazy.
highlight. DJ Moore.
Best player.
DJ Moore.
He's elite.
Yeah, with the one hand grab, mid-air one hand grab, snatch with one hand, bring it to the chest.
DJ Moore. That's the name of the dude on Oklahoma.
That is the name of the dude on Oklahoma.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I was thinking about the Panthers.
That's the name of the dude. That's the name of the dude. That's the name of the dude for Oklahoma, and he snatched it and just like brought it in while spinning in midair. It was one of the craziest. It has to be one of the best interceptions I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's up there.
Up there for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great game. The defense for Nebraska is probably I would say is the story of the game.
Yeah.
Only because
really
Nebraska had them boys punting throughout the whole first half.
That's the kind of brand of football Nebraska always plays. You know, tough, big defense, big offense. It just doesn't really translate to wins because of how college football is these days.
And it's just like Big Ten football. They gonna be balanced on both sides of the ball. Like people are gonna realize this one way or the other. Big Ten is the closest conference that can rival the SEC.
Yeah,
just as far as well coached, good physical football. You know what I'm saying? It was a good game. It was a good game to watch.
Yeah.
OU next week, their opponent was West Virginia, who's coming off a decent win.
It's in Oklahoma or West Virginia? Do we know?
I think they play in West Virginia.
Ooh,
yes.
That's gonna be a fun game to watch.
Because this game right here was in OU, and I think they go to West Virginia.
Okay.
But Nebraska has to play Michigan State.
Ooh.
And they're coming off a good win. We can talk about that right now. But yeah, we're going to see if that Nebraska defense can play next week. So next game probably has to be Michigan State, versus Miami.
I've been really impressed with Kenneth Walker and the Michigan State Spartans this year.
Yes.
Their coach, Mel Tucker, I got it right here. He's 4-0 since he started last year at Michigan State. He's 4-0 as an underdog.
Okay.
Jim Harbaugh at Michigan has never won a game as an underdog.
Wow.
So that just puts into perspective, everybody kind of views Jim Harbaugh as, I don't want to say elite, but just like really good coach. But like
Michigan State's rolling. It's only week 3.
Yeah.
We said that last week.
We said it last week. No, it's early. It's the early part of the season. Yeah, it's the early part of the season. But it's just like Michigan State is rolling, Penn State is rolling, Michigan is rolling. Yeah. But it's the fact that they all look good.
Yeah.
But I mean, to add to your point, like Michigan State has been playing good on both sides of the ball. They knocked off Miami this past weekend, knocked them right off the high horse. Turnover chain. Well, turnover chain made one appearance, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was one appearance. They lost a fumble, I think, Michigan State.
Yeah,
but the Eric King fumbled twice.
Eric King's been kind of disappointing, I feel like.
His offensive line is disappointing. His team is disappointing. He threw the ball 60.
What's it going to take for Miami to come back, you think? Like, for the youth to really be back, what's it going to, like, what do they need to do?
Okay. Strip everything. You got to get a new coach, and you got to get...
You got to get a winning coach.
You got to get a coach that wants to win and somebody that can bring in players. It's not hard to bring in players to Miami. All you need is one solid season.
It's Miami, bro.
It's Miami.
You sell the city. That's what the Heat do.
Sell the city. Don't talk about it. Yeah. We do more than that. We also have a winning culture.
He's a Heat fan. I'm sorry.
Anyways, when it comes to Miami, you're right. Part of their recruiting process should be a strategic plan to sell the city.
Yeah.
Because that's just their brand.
And like, if you look at NFL players, some of the best players come out of that city, but they end up going to other schools because the culture at the University of Miami is just bad.
Exactly. And not to sit here and just talk bias, but it's just LSU had the same issue with a lot of their in-state recruits going to other colleges. CD Lamb, you got Judy. I mean, not Judy. Devontae Smith. You got Najee Harris. All Louisiana players. You know what I'm saying?
Even back in the day, I remember when Landon Collins went to Bama, everybody was pissed.
Yes, I remember that too. And it's just like, it's definitely good to keep your in-state recruits, especially in a place like Florida, Miami anyways, you know what I'm saying? Just to keep
that city on lock, at least if you're not going to keep the state, you know what I'm saying?
Of course. But what it would take is for them to, you got to get a winning coach. I say you probably got to grab somebody from the league.
Okay.
I say, or an ex-coach, that coached in the league, or somebody that could, one thing that Miami probably always gets torched off of is their defense. Yeah. No matter how explosive they can, or whatever they can do.
They haven't been physical since probably before I was born, honestly. They're not physical. That's why when they played Alabama, they just got it was.
I would say probably the second surge of the year being who? So we got Ed Reed, Jeremy Shockey. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Frank Gordon. That era is pretty physical. Yeah. So we talking early 2000s, 06, 03-ish. You know what I'm saying? And after that, everything's been downhill. Mm-hmm. So I would say they need a team branded on a coach that's brand is defense. Yeah. And then everything else kind of falls into place because it is Miami. You know what I'm saying? But also, the Eric King fumbled twice. One was on a strip sack because if you see the offensive line, the guys out there.
I watched them versus Bama. I know it's Bama. We'll touch on them later. But
but it's just the fact that he has no help on the line and his receivers are out there dropping. There was one clip of him on the sidelines shaking his head. Well, not a clip. It's not something that I've seen on social media, but watching the game,
you just noticed.
And they panned to him, and then they kind of switched it real fast, and because he was just on the sideline, just shaking his head.
I already know him,
and you could tell he's frustrated. He threw the ball 59 times.
Damn, I didn't even know that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They ended up beating. So Michigan State, they ended up losing 38-17, and that's just just unacceptable not to get 3 touchdowns on the board in that game. You know what I mean? Yeah. But so that's probably it for it for Miami. I don't know how they can come back. They're already 0-2. You know what I mean?
They're 1-2. They
One
Appalachian.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Appalachian.
They be Appalachian.
Yeah.
Sorry, my mind's stuck on NFL. I'm thinking we're only in the second week, but we're in the fourth. Well, going to the fourth.
Yeah, we'll be there.
So,
you want to talk about Bama and Florida next?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So I just want to talk about last week. We kind of dogged Ohio State for getting ran up on all day.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama. Their front seven, I'm not going to say their front seven got pushed around, but Florida had 244 yards on the ground.
Wow.
When's the last time you saw a Nick Saban defense give up 244 on the ground?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Like, and, Alabama, I'm not an Alabama fan, but I watch a lot of Alabama football. One thing Alabama does, and they do really well, is run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
They only had 91 rushing yards in the entire game. And really, it wasn't like none of their running backs was like getting in the space and like doing what Alabama running backs do.
Mm.
So they gotta face that. I don't know, but it's Alabama. I'm not gonna sit up here.
And I'll sit here and I'll tell you, the brand of football, as far as in the SEC in general, but Alabama set the tone.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Once they did get Lane Kiffin, and once they did have Jalen Hurts, that's when I felt like it kind of opened up. Everything opened up.
Mm-hmm. That's when they started scoring for real.
That's when
it used to be like you could like beat Alabama like 13-10 on some shit or some 9-6 shit.
Yeah.
Did, you know what I'm saying?
But now it's like okay. If you're doing your thing in the trenches on defense, then it's like you got to cover this over top.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like if they got a good enough quarterback that can. That's really everything that it is. It's like if they're quarterbacks, they haven't missed the past 3.
No, they haven't. Tua, Mac, they're both in the NFL, and then Bryce. I mean, he's looking like he'll be a first rounder in 2 years.
Jalen is doing his thing.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts too. Yeah,
did his thing in college. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just like, yeah. And I mean, when it comes to Florida, look, from last year to this year, I mean, as far as on defense, it's like they seem like they're always a problem on both sides, like as far as on the ground and through the air.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's just like they're just getting better and better every year. It seems like they play Bama closer and closer every year.
Yeah, it does.
And it's like it's not. I'm not gonna sit here and say something, but it's just like Florida. You know what I mean?
They got a good coach there with Dan Mullen.
Dan Mullen's good, but it's just like
one thing I was really impressed with Florida, their O-line. I mean, that's kind of been like their weakness, like a bunch of the years, like. They've had like good running backs, good receivers, but their O-line's pretty not good.
Yeah.
They looked very good on Saturday.
Wow.
So, it's going to be interesting to see how they take that loss because it was a loss at the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, Bama lives to fight another day.
Yeah.
And, we'll just see what they can do as the season progresses. Yeah. So, after that, we're going to just have to flip the whole thing.
Flip it.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to go NFL.
Yeah.
Raiders and Steelers.
Raiders. Okay, yeah.
That's a good game.
Yeah, Raiders and Steelers.
Yeah.
So the Raiders ended up taking this one 26-17.
Yeah. I like the Raiders. I like what I'm seeing.
I like what I'm seeing. But it's just like when it comes to the Steelers, the Steelers defense is still there. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna sit here and say this white guy, Spillane, like a DB.
Outside linebacker?
I don't know. I think he's a DB because I seen him covering the tight end, but I seen him covering Waller and Foster Moreau.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if he's a DB or outside linebacker. I'm gonna have to check that. But it's just like, this guy's out here sticking people for no reason, and they're good.
Well, that's how the Steelers their brand of football. I was watching Mike Tomlin. He was on an interview the other day. He was just talking about ever since he's gotten to Pittsburgh, that's one thing he kind of kept that tradition of just good linebacking play and good physical I don't know. Steelers are always gonna be good on that side of the ball.
Of course, and it's just their defense was still good. They had a sack fumble on Derek Carr, but if there's one thing that I will say is suspect for them, And it's not to take anything away from the Raiders because it's not taking any away from the Raiders. But I will say, been through one pick, and then he didn't really have that much at his disposal.
Yeah.
As far as time is what I mean. He has weapons. Don't get me wrong.
You talking about the Steelers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. What did I say?
I thought you said the Raiders. My bad.
Or if I did,
talking about Ben.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big Ben. When it comes, one thing about he didn't have a lot of time to throw. On top of the fact that he's getting sacked, like you know what I mean, like. He's getting pressured. He's not the fastest quarterback. I mean, he can move around. You know what I mean? But it's just like
he's getting older.
The older he gets,
it's kind of like Drew Brees last year. Honestly, like it was like, damn, like you know what I'm saying?
Like this is not
just like
same.
We love you, you're a legend, but like you gotta know when to say when. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
man, you think so? Because he's got this pectoral injury too, and I feel like that's going to hinder the team.
Do we know? Is he out this summer? Is he out weeks? What's the?
I don't know. When it comes to, or we don't know yet. I know that the injury, because it is a pec injury, it could go either way. Like I could picture Ben saying that he'll play through that, especially if it's a big game, or if it's a game that they know that they need Ben to throw that thing around. But also, it's like Mason Rudolph.
Yeah,
I don't think he's sorry.
I don't think anybody in the NFL is sorry. First off, but I mean, what are you doing with Mason Rudolph? Is he the franchise guy after Ben? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think the Steelers, they've done a good job of investing in wide receivers and running backs and defense. I'm surprised they haven't really drafted any quarterback. I mean, I guess Mason Rudolph is who they drafted, but like, I'm surprised.
I think they want to fix their O-line first.
Yeah,
because with old boy leaving from last year, that probably took a big toll. Even not
and Mike Pouncey retired.
Yeah, I think that is Mike Pouncey. That's what I'm
he
talking
retired.
about.
And their left tackle went to the Ravens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So. When you lose Mike Pouncey, who's been with Ben forever, you know what I mean?
At least a decade.
At least, and it's just like you lose that veteran.
And that center and quarterback connection, that's huge, man.
Huh?
That center and quarterback connection, you need that.
Of course, but like just a vet in the offensive line room, the lineman room, you need that vet in there to tell you, you know what I'm saying, what's what, and like to have that voice, and like some type of I guess the word would be like superiority.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I mean, it's veteran leadership. I mean, you need it. Every team that wins the Super Bowl has a good veteran leadership.
You know what I'm saying? Or like stature basis. Good locker room guys. But you lose that, and you can definitely tell. If they don't. They can get better throughout the season. We saw it last year with Tampa Bay, but it's like they got to fix that. But Derek Carr looks money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, the Raiders, they look good, man. Like, you get 2 wins over 2 really good teams to start the season. I mean, that's confidence boost. You know what I'm saying?
And then it's like
number 1 in the division right now. Just keep it up, man.
And it's like when they go 5 wide with Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow, you got Ruggs out there. They got a bunch of downfield talent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Dudes that can take the top off. And it's like from every which way that you look. And it's just like, I don't know. I think that Derek Carr is a good enough quarterback. And I've been saying this for a while. I like Derek Carr, but it's like, I wouldn't put him amongst the elites quite.
No, not the elites, but I put him like a tier below the elites, if that makes sense.
He's
a good quarterback.
I think he's good.
He's been good for
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just like when they go 5 wide, I don't think, and seeing it from last week too with the Raiders, it's just like even the good cores can't really mess with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, and this is early in the season where stuff's supposed to look sloppy. They look like one of the best teams.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. But yeah. So that's that on them. Chargers versus the Boys.
The Boys. I mean, I was really impressed by the Cowboys.
And let me just say, not to interrupt you, I'm so sorry, but let me just say I did predict Says it right here. Cowboys get the Chargers in a close game in California.
That was last week.
SoFi Stadium. Yeah, last week on the show. Go look in the description. Go look in the description for the video. Yeah. I'm right there talking about it. Yeah.
I did not give a prediction for the game, but I had a feeling the Cowboys would win. You know, Cowboys are not like talent in the issue with the Cowboys. It never is. But I don't know. I mean, it was a good win. Herbert threw 2 interceptions. Our 1 interception. It was
pretty. I think it was pretty bad throw. Yeah. Like the guy made the play, but it was a clutch. Like it was in the crunch time. You know what I'm saying?
It was like right before halftime. Huh?
It was one that he threw like towards the end of the game too.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was kind of like I was kind of like. Oh.
They do. I think they look good, but they don't look as good as everyone's saying they do.
Chargers?
Yeah.
I mean, the Chargers, they're kind of like thing, and it's kind of been their thing for a while. They cannot win close games.
Since Phillip there.
Since Phillip. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. No, I mean, you're not even dragging it. You're not forcing it either. And it's just like when it comes to like just playoff mentality or just like trying to at least crank out enough wins to where you can get there and prove you know what I'm saying? You're actually amongst like top 7 teams. Yeah. It's just gonna be. They're already 0.
It's like the Chargers. They're always knocking on the door. They just never kick that motherfucker in. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's just like we gonna see.
Yeah.
I think that they're a promising team, but when it comes to
you gotta win.
Well, I think it's the tight end position.
Really?
Yeah, because the tight end, like, think about all the good teams, all of them. Ravens.
Who they got at tight end? I know they signed Jared Cook.
They got Jared Cook at tight end. They have Jared Cook at tight end, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got rid of Hunter Henry. I think he's in New England.
Yeah, he's in New England.
Yeah, and so it's just like, you know, they doing that thing. But, I mean, it's all cool. But
they got a good wide receiver core, though.
Great.
Mike Williams and Keenan Williams.
Mike Williams, Keenan Allen. They got it's another guy out there catching.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah. But
the names can't pop my head.
Yeah, but it's just they got Eckler out there.
Yeah.
They got pieces and they got boys.
And their rookie Slater, the left tackle, he looks really good too.
Oh, really? That's good. Yeah.
They just can't win close games. Like, I don't know what it is.
Herbert looks good, but it's just like, you know, I don't know. I think the Cowboys honestly were just better.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the Cowboys,
Cowboys are gonna be better than most of the teams in the league.
So. I'm gonna sit here and tell you this, Cowboys fans, and like I really see this from the Cowboys fan base because we are in the Cowboys dominant.
We're in like the heart of Cowboys Nation.
Mm-hmm.
We're not quite in Texas.
Not like the heart, but like
we're not in like the heart of Cowboys Nation, but it's just like everyone around us are Cowboys fans. Yes. So I'm gonna sit here and tell you, Cowboys fans, that Prescott is not your issue. Nah. If you guys lose this year, it will not be because your quarterback can't distribute the ball or he can't play good or whatever. I don't even think it's going to be because of the offense, period. It's going to be quarterback, corner.
Yeah, okay.
Now, look, when it comes to now they got a few turnovers though today. I think it was he threw 2 picks.
Yeah.
He threw 2 of them. So it's like, okay, obviously you're doing something right.
Well, their defense was going to improve. You know, you bring Dan Quinn. That's he wasn't really that great as a head coach after the whole Super Bowl thing. But, I mean, his defensive resume is crazy. You remember he was the defense coordinator for the Seahawks when they had the Legion of Boom. So, I mean, obviously the Cowboys don't have Richard Sherman and Cam Chancellor and Earl Thomas, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Yeah.
Dan Quinn knows how to coach a defense.
Yeah, and it's like, I feel like they're in better hands than they were last year.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like, as the season goes on, we might get a different Cowboys team than we've seen the last two years. And I think that, I don't know, they're going to be like wine. And it tastes like vinegar coming out of my mouth because it's like, you know, I don't like this team. I don't like this family.
But they're a good team. You know
they're a great team.
I'm
not going to sit here and say they're great, but like, look at me, bro. Like, I can't help but like say it, you know what I mean? Because like, they look good.
They do.
All right. Well,
shout out Logan. He's a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, shout out our good friend Logan. He's a. Anyways, so I'm just kidding. But so Chiefs and Ravens.
Yeah. That was a fun one.
I like
That was
game.
a fun game to watch.
It was probably well. What would you say? Would you say it was one of the best games of the year so far?
So far, for sure, yeah. Throughout 2 weeks, yeah, I would say.
Not one of, because
yeah.
Okay.
Throughout the 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Well, I don't know. That might end up being the best game, but
Yeah.
we started watching it. Me and Josh, we were at Texas Roadhouse, and it was on a big ass TV. And I was just kind of like glancing at the TV during the first quarter. I was like, man, they're putting up like points. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we went home and watched it, and it was fun, man. Like, my two favorite players to watch in the league are, besides Kamara, are Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. And they put on a fucking clinic, dog. That shit was crazy.
Lamar finally got one against that boy, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was happy for it. Lamar gets too much hate.
Oh,
way too
yes.
much.
And it's just like after the first game, after the game against the Raiders, people really kind of like had fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it was good to see him win. On top of the fact that like they did throw for as much as they did, you know what I mean? And it's just like you know, I don't know. When it comes to Lamar, he has so much at his disposal. I mean, just from the speed like aspect. You know what I mean?
Like when he gets in open space, and I was talking to somebody at work about this. When he gets in an open space, you're not tackling him. Like, it's scary out. It's like,
and it's like, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, Russell, Patrick.
Russell can do the same thing. Like
Josh Allen, they get this. They kind of like, you know, especially on the front seven, those boys that are moving around, trying to cover the middle of the field.
Yeah.
These boys get to running outside the pocket, and everybody's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's watching them, and it's just like all it takes is one little. You know what I'm saying? And they just throw it over top. And it's just like, I don't know. Lamar is probably the biggest, he's just probably the biggest threat because he does have Sammy Watkins out there. He does got Hollywood out there.
Yeah.
And it's just like, when you have those downfield boys that can just take the top off a defense like that, with the speed of Lamar Jackson, like you got wide receiver speed all over the field. The quarterback can run like a wide receiver.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy. And it's like, it puts defenses in a bad spot. And I don't know. I'm still not sold on the Chiefs defense. The Chiefs defense will never, ever be good as far as I'm concerned.
It really doesn't make sense, you know what I'm saying? You get Chris Jones on the D-line. I mean, I feel like you've done things to make it better. You know, L'Jarius Sneed was good last year. You signed Honey Badger. I don't know if it's a coaching issue. I don't know.
It's a cornerback issue.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, who they got out there? Like, do they still got Thornhill out there?
I think he's a safety.
Or is his name Thornberry? I can't.
Thornberry, that's not a person.
Oh. But, I mean, I don't know. It's like Thornberry or...
They have Juwan Thornhill. He's a safety. They have L'Jarius Sneed, who was really good last year.
It's a DB issue, not just corner, though. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, you got Tyrann Mathieu.
Tyrann had 2 picks, though.
Yeah, I saw that.
DB.
One was thrown right to him.
Hey. We'll take him.
You're right. It was early too. You could tell Lamar was just trying to like get the feel of like the game. But it's like, yeah, their defense kind of got torched. And it's like just seeing like what Lamar was doing to him, it was just like, man, what they gonna do? Because it's like, man, don't get me wrong, but there's gonna come a time where it's just like Patty not gonna be able to do it. Or somebody is gonna be locking up Tyreek Hill. You know what I mean? And it's just like Tyreek Hill kind of had a quiet night too, as well. Yeah, and like I don't know if you saw the tweets.
Twitter's always ruthless.
Well, the tweets. Well, it was one of the DBs for the Ravens.
Yeah. Was it Marlon Humphrey?
No, it wasn't Marlon Humphrey. It was somebody else, and they tweeted like Clampington.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can't think of who tweeted it. But
Me neither.
That was hard.
But
I'll look for it.
It's like Clampington, and Tyreek Hill said, "Keep that same energy when we see y'all later." You know what I'm saying?
That's what everybody says when they lose. They're like, especially in the NFL, because rematches are so often. It's like, oh, wait till next time. Like, no, you got Clam, bro. Like, come on, just take that L.
Take that L, Tyreek, because can't nobody else do it. Do it. Get clamped up one time. You know what I'm saying? But you know how the NFL is, it's ruthless. So he might have got hurt, didn't tell nobody, whatever. You know what I mean?
Always happens.
Always happens, but it's just
Clamp.
like the Chiefs on offense didn't skip a beat.
Nah.
Yeah, and it's
They
just
won't.
like,
I was sad to see Clyde fumble at the end, but
was it a fumble or did the dude just take it?
I mean,
To
Patrick
me-
Queen got in there. Not Patrick Queen. Patrick Queen covered it, but the
Isn't that-
rookie
wasn't
at Penn
that-
State.
Was it the rookie out of Penn State?
Yeah, it was the rookie they drafted out of Penn State. I don't know what his name is. It's like it's like Oweh. I don't know how to pronounce it.
I don't think he.
I don't want to butcher his name.
But I don't think he's a rookie either. Onswar or something like that.
Yeah, he a rookie.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Onswar did it?
Is that who you talking about?
Nah.
Oh.
I'm talking about the rookie they drafted.
Oh.
Yeah. Rookie. The first round rookie they took.
Yes.
Yeah, so he caused the fumble.
Yeah.
Patrick Queen recovered it.
And he just like took it.
Yeah. But I don't know, Clyde, you gotta protect the ball better.
Yeah, and that's a hard lesson.
You putting on for the culture, man. Stop playing.
But I mean, it's just like, that's a hard lesson to learn. But yeah, you do gotta hold the ball, especially late in the game, because like when you are marching on somebody at such a critical point in the game, that's literally what they're telling the sideline.
Yeah.
Like that's what they're telling the
Don't turn it
defense.
over.
No, they're telling the defense to go after the
Okay.
ball. You know what I'm saying? They're like, look, poke it out, grab at it, snatch at it, punch it, whatever. You know what I'm
Whatever
saying?
you gotta
Put
do.
your helmet on the ball,
Yeah.
do something. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't know if maybe, he was just, stuff happens, especially in the middle of a play. But it's just like, we got to be more keen on that. Ball protection ball security is it. And, it's the number one thing you got to do. You know what I mean? So Cards and Vikings.
That was a great game, man. I didn't think like when I was like looking at the NFL schedule last week for the games, I didn't think that would end up being one of the best games. But that's the thing you gotta love about the NFL, man. You never know.
I mean, so it's Cardinals and Vikings.
Yes.
They both ended up playing really good games first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cardinals, they ended up winning 33-34. But it's like,
Vikings came close. But they always do.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It was pretty even.
And what it is like,
Kyler's insane, man.
Kyler's insane, but like, okay, before we talk about Kyler,
Okay.
Justin Jefferson,
Yeah.
the playmakers on defense for the Vikings, Pat Pete, Daniil Hunter, oh boy,
Which one? What position? What we talking about?
corner.
They got Harrison Smith up there.
Harrison Smith.
Yeah. Okay.
They got Griffin.
Oh, you talking about Everson Griffin?
Or is he still with Cowboys?
He so he resigned with the Vikings, but I think he's on the practice squad. Because I remember he got signed by the Cowboys last year. He got cut. He got signed by the Lions, and this offseason he got re-signed by the Vikings. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Either way, they
I'm
got
not a-
either way they got Kendricks out there at linebacker too. Like they're good on defense.
Yeah.
They got it's not that they're good on defense. They have
They signed Dalvin Tomlinson from the Giants.
Oh yeah, and he's good too. Yeah,
he's solid.
Yeah. Well, what they do is they got playmakers. They have at least one at every level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like people don't talk about Kendricks in the same light as they did maybe 3-4 years ago. But it's like this guy, he can also cover sideline to sideline. I'm not calling him Devin White, but I'm just saying like a Devin White. He's fast like that. You know what I'm saying? So you got him with a Daniil Hunter type. You know what I mean? And then you got the covering on the back end. And it's just like, it's just a good recipe. It's a good opportunity to give your offense chances. You know what I'm saying? And Kyler Murray ended up throwing 2 picks. Kyler Murray threw 2 picks on top of the fact that they both were returned for a decent amount of yards. Yes, one was returned for a touchdown.
Damn.
Yes. And it's just like, Kyler's good, but it's just like, I mean, and don't get me wrong, because those 2 picks mean a lot.
Yeah.
But it's just like the game that he played, just like, I mean, like it doesn't really say it's I mean, it says it's justice in the stats, but like when you look at those 2 interceptions, it's like, And then you find out they were both returned. One was returned for 7. And you find out that they did only lose by 1 point. You find out that they had the opportunity to ice the game, win the game. You know what I'm saying?
They missed a kick, didn't they?
Yeah, missed the kick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it sucks because it's just like, but I mean, Dalvin Cook, 22 carries, 131 yards.
He's really good. He's always been good. I mean,
but it's just like, if you watch the game, it's not like he was just running all over people and gashing them. It's just like every time he touched the ball.
That's 22 carries. What's that like?
Probably about 8 yards a carry.
Like
you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, dude, you know what I'm saying?
That's how workhorses do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and it's just like, that was good. But okay, so now about the Vikings. Just like I said with the Raiders, they're just as much a problem when they go 5 wide.
Yeah.
Just because of all the issues as far as downfield crap that you got to worry about. You got D-Hop, you know what I'm saying?
Now you talking about the Cardinals?
Yes.
Okay.
What did I say?
You said the Vikings.
Did I?
Yeah.
I'll be doing that, bro. Anyway, sorry.
In the zone.
No, when I'm talking about it's the Cardinals, and as far as downfield, like,
they got it, bro. Yeah.
Tools, like they have Christian Kirk still on the team too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And they got Rondale Moore.
Rondale Moore is good. And I didn't really realize that until like
I realized that because a couple of years ago at Purdue, they like blew the doors off of Ohio State.
Mm-hmm. We were watching that game together.
That was like a few years ago, yeah.
And Rondale Moore was the reason?
He was like a freshman back then. He was just going crazy, That's one thing even if Rondale Moore never plays another football game, that's something I always remember is him just tearing up Ohio State that year.
Boiler up. But anyways, when it comes to Kyler, he is the way he was looking, because let's talk about his offensive line. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And this is no disrespect to anybody. You know, they're all professionals, but it's just like, goodness. But he can do without.
We kind of knew the Cardinals weren't going to have an elite offensive line. They didn't really focus on it.
Mm-hmm.
But
it don't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, it matters, but
it matters. It doesn't matter yet.
Through 2 weeks, it's like it don't.
It hasn't mattered.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. On top of the fact that it's like you beat one of the best well-coached teams. Like maybe they don't have
Mike Zimmer's an elite coach, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, well, him, but I'm also talking about last week against the Titans. First game of the season, and stuff is sloppy, but it's just like the way they beat the Titans.
Yeah, the Cardinals. Okay, the Cardinals coach. My bad. That's
Yeah.
Okay, so the Cardinals coach, Cliff Kingsbury. He I don't know how I feel about.
I'm talking about Vrabel.
Oh, Vrabel,
for the Titans coach. Yeah, I'm saying like last week the way it's fine, it's cool. But the way last week went for the Titans, and then for him to do what he did to the Titans, which is we already know they're a well coached team, especially on the defensive side of the ball. So when it comes to just like seeing that and then seeing this, they got to go up against. They got one more where they got to go up against a pretty good defense for me to just be like, okay, Kyler Murray is that boy. But he's looking dominant over these past 2 weeks. He got 400 yards, threw the ball 36 times. He only missed 7 of his targets. 2 of them were interceptions. But it's like he only missed 7 times after throwing it over 35 times.
Yeah.
And the wide receiver core, I'm not going to sit there and say it's amongst the elite. Is it?
Who we talking about? The
Cardinals.
Okay. I wouldn't call the core itself elite yet. But you do have a top 3 receiver in the league, so you don't need an elite wide receiver core when you have D-Hop and the other pieces. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Yeah. D-Hop draws so much attention.
He's so good.
And it's like Christian Kirk has already been doing it with Larry. You know what I'm saying?
Is Larry still out there? Nah.
But it's fine. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? Because
I feel bad for not knowing. I like Larry. But.
Yeah. But it's fine because it's just like, it's whatever. Well, Larry was not out there. He was not out there. He has not been out there. But, it's fine because it's like they can do without. Because Kyler is doing it. You saw the play where, the whole pocket collapsed.
That's what.
And he ran back 8 yards and threw a fadeaway down the seam right over there to Christian Kirk, I believe it was. And it's just I don't know. Some of the throws that he's making is I don't know. It's Patty mixed with Russ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's twitchy speed at the quarterback position like Lamar.
He's real twitchy, man. Like,
and he's always been since OU. You know what I'm saying? His speed was like a little bit like, it's like, well, this is like league speed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is like league speed. And it's just like, just to see him.
I remember his first start of OU was when Baker got suspended for doing whatever, something. And he like came in like the first half versus somebody and was just like going dumb. And I was just like, who is this? Like,
yeah. And it's just like, Kyler Murray. No, I'm just kidding. But Kyler, he
know who he is now.
Yeah, what I mean? And it's just like, we'll see after week 3, we'll see. But I seen they got a road game coming up soon against, I think it's the Bears. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how that plays.
Justin Fields versus Kyler Murray.
Yeah. Oh, let's just speak on that for a second. How you feel about Justin Fields getting the start this weekend with a hurt Andy Dalton? I'm trying to say Aaron Dalton.
I feel like he should have been a starter from week 1. Me
too.
I get it. I get the logic where you want to start the veteran guy because the experience in the league matters. But at the end of the day, and especially when you're the Bears, you have to play the best quarterback because the Bears have never had a good quarterback.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fact, man.
It's a fact. They've never had a good quarterback. Like,
and it's not even
obviously, I don't know about like back in the day, but as far as I can remember,
Jay Cutler was not cutting it. You know what I'm saying?
No pun intended. But
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, him and B. Mars, they were okay together.
That was a good duo, but what was the goal there? You know what I'm saying?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, it wasn't good enough. No. Yeah. But I mean, when it comes to Justin Fields, I just feel like we don't even quite know his talent.
We really don't.
But it's just like going off of what he did in the NCAA. Yeah. Like when it comes to just like distributing the ball, like deep ball placement, like good ball placement. Yeah. Like, I don't know, people don't really talk about like ball placement, but that's a big thing for me. Yeah. Like that's what Joe Burrow thrives off of. You know what I'm saying? So does Drew Brees. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like they don't have great wide receivers out there in Chicago. Allen Robinson's a dog. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's just about it. Everybody else can pretty much, they can take it long, you know what I mean? They got downfield shots, but other than that,
Yeah.
But it's just like, when you are operating in such a quick with such quick wideouts, it is good to, have good ball placement on little ball screens, quick outs, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, that's what he was good at Ohio State too.
True.
While on top of the fact, he's mobile and Andy Dalton is not.
That's facts.
Yeah, and it's just like,
that's kind of last because like when I think of like mobile quarterbacks, Andy Dalton's like the opposite. Like,
yeah, But it's just like, not to say that Andy Dalton's just really, really trash like that.
I don't think Andy Dalton's like terrible, but I mean, he's not a starter in the league anymore. He had his day. Yeah. It's not that anymore.
You think it's it for him?
I mean, I don't think he should tie him up, but how Joe Flacco is just a backup now. I think he needs to go that same route and just be a good veteran backup. Chase Daniels done it his whole career.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Still make a couple mil.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's probably it for the NFL slate.
Right.
Power ranking?
You wanna go?
I'll go.
All right.
I got the Bucks still undefeated. You know what I'm saying?
We have the same top 3, by the way.
Okay. Well, just tell them. We got the same top 3.
I'll just let them know.
Yeah, mine is, all right, so Bucks still undefeated.
Yeah.
2 Rams, 3 Chiefs.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I would have had the Chiefs at number 1 or at number 2, depending on what happened this week. They lost a really close game to a really good team. Mm-hmm. So, therefore, they don't drop that low. They still in the top 3. Because am I ready to say that the Ravens are a better team than them? No. Mm-hmm. However, Ravens are at number 4 because of what they did do. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, they beat Patty at his own game. Shootout. And it's like, Patty don't lose shootouts, but he did this time. Yeah. So it's like, you know what I mean? Bills at number 5. I got the Bills at number 5 only because they haven't lost so bad for me to just be like, okay, they're low. They're like, I don't think that they have proven that they're necessarily better than any of the 4 teams that I've named previously. Yeah. But I don't think, well, let me just continue to name the rest. Okay. So, Seahawks at 6, even though they're coming off of a loss this week, I still have them better than the Titans. 49ers at number 7, only because they haven't lost yet. And Deebo Samuel's playing out of his mind. And it's like, Jimmy G, he can run that offense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he went to a Super Bowl doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Went to the Super Bowl doing it. And it's just like, okay, once Trey Lance does come into the picture, and it's like, once he sees, like, okay, I could be a regular quarterback and just like put the ball where it needs to be. And then when it's time to be, you know what I'm saying, then it's just like, you know, once he can open that up, then it's like that team goes to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And as far as trenches, they got it on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Just a good team, and they deserve to be in the top 10.
Overall, good.
So it's like, I don't know. I think that the Titans, like, if anybody's mad, it's probably Titans fans at this list because, like, they're not in the top 10.
I got them with my 11th team this week.
Oh, they're outside the top 10 for you? So, number 8 would probably be the Cardinals.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I don't know. The Cardinals are iffy, but it's like, they have won 2 good games, you know, but it's only week 3, like I said. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to week 1 and playing a Titans team that did not play like that against the Seahawks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm not, the Titans haven't proven that they're just that good of a team these first 2 weeks. So they're not even in the top 10, on top of the fact that you beat a Vikings team who I don't think is not really close to the top 10.
Yeah.
So you're on the lower 8, but you're undefeated. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, Raiders, number 9. I got them because they just got to do more. Only because it's just like, they were good last year. Don't get me wrong. They were okay last year. You know, they did what they needed to do. But it's just like, when it comes to proving themselves, they got to beat some more teams for me. Don't get me wrong. Ravens and then Steelers, those are 2 great teams. Last year, they were looked at as 2 top 10 teams, you know. But I got to see what they do, like, for the rest of the time, for the rest of the year. I don't know if it's quite sustainable quite yet. It's only week 3. Number 10, Cowboys. For obvious reasons.
Okay. Cowboys are not in my top 10, not anywhere close.
Why?
I'm just not sold. I'm not sold. I don't think
this is
and I'm not even a Cowboys fan.
I'm not like.
I think they know that.
Get off someone with the Cowboys.
All
right, so my top 3, Bucks and Rams. The reason why I got the Rams but the Chiefs though, because the Bucks and Rams play on Sunday. Whoever wins that game, no matter what, it's gonna be my number 1 team.
You think so?
After week 3, of course.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a big game. You know what I'm saying? It's probably the biggest game on Sunday.
So far, I'd say it's the biggest game.
I mean, the Chiefs are still really legit. They're gonna lose. You know, they're not going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of people put these ridiculous expectations on the Chiefs. So like every time they do lose, it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's the NFL, they're gonna lose. So I got them at 3. At 4, I do have the Ravens at 4.
Oh my gosh! So the top 4 we matched.
Yeah, I ended up moving the Ravens. I kind of like. So I wrote down a top 10 before the show, but I'm kind of
it's whatever.
So I put the Ravens at 4 only because Lamar looks so good, bro. He's the first quarterback in NFL history with 200 passing yards, 100 rushing yards, with 2 of them on the ground. He's the best. He's not the best, but he's the best at doing it both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like
2 what on the ground?
2 touchdowns.
Oh
yeah, like
that little flip. He hurt his hip on that flip too.
Man, I'm already knowing that hurt.
Dude, it looked like it hurt. On top of the fact that he said he didn't even practice yesterday because, man, if he hurt because of that flip, people are gonna talk about him. But go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, the Ravens, I don't know. I'm always real high on the Ravens. You know, their defense is really good. Always. That's the Ravens.
Yes.
I don't have to explain much. 5, I have the Raiders.
Okay.
I got them in my top 5. I'm really impressed, man. I didn't think they started season 2-0. Derek Carr, him and his receivers, they just look like they're in good sync, good chemistry. You know what I'm saying? Like they look like they got it.
They're in a groove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the running game. You got Kenyon Drake with Josh Jacobs. That's crazy. Like right now, after 2 weeks, they look like a top 5 team in my eyes. At 6, I do have the Arizona Cardinals. Only because I was always high on the Cardinals, and as long as they keep winning, they're going to keep going up. And we already just talked about them, so I'm not going to say too much. But yeah. So at 7, I got Seahawks.
Okay.
So they did lose, and I had them at what I have them at last week. I had them at 6 last week, so they only dropped down 1. But I mean, it wasn't a bad loss. You lost to a good team. The Titans are a good team.
Russ goes stupid every week.
Russ is really good at football.
Yes.
And it's not really talked about enough. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Like, people are always like, I feel like a lot of people don't talk about Russ as much as they talk about like Mahomes or Rodgers. But like,
and Murray this year too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Russ has been good for like damn near a decade. So
that is true.
It's just a constantly good team. At 8, I got Buffalo. They weren't in my top 10 last week. And I probably should have them higher. They beat the damn Dolphins 35-0. But I mean, I don't know. Just show me more, Buffalo.
Yeah.
Show me more.
You wanted 40 points?
See, it's just like, it's like,
Score 40
yeah.
next week.
Go ahead. Go get through your top 10 and I'll say
all I got left is the 49ers at 9. They're slowly climbing up my list. I didn't think they'd be, I don't know.
just good on both sides of the ball.
They're just same team. Like it's like the same team that went to the Super Bowl a couple years ago. If that makes sense.
And to me, it's just like, not only are they good on both sides of the ball, like the coaching. I'm starting to think that this is a top tier organization.
I mean, it is
a top tier organization.
It's
a top tier
organization.
organization.
Unlike the Cowboys, they are a good organization that's been able to keep that mentality of winning throughout the years.
Yes, indeed. I mean, it's just like, when we're talking about the Cowboys and the 49ers, that is definitely night and day. Yeah. But, I mean, that's pretty cheap. Do you not feel
sorry?
Okay. You do feel sorry?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't.
I don't think he does, but go on. What's your 10?
I'm not sorry, but
what's your 10?
I shouldn't have said 10. I got the Pittsburgh Steelers still.
Okay.
That defense alone just makes it like they're gonna be tough to beat no matter who they play. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. We'll see where Ben's injury leads them. Mm-hmm. If they have to start Mason Rudolph, I'm not gonna pick them to win many games, but
I beg to differ. Yeah. I think Mason Rudolph can get them a couple dubs. Not against like great competition, but
you're right.
The teams that they're just better than on paper, they're gonna win.
They're gonna be able to run the ball at Najee, and that's gonna be.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Man, if you watched the Raiders and the Steelers this weekend, Najee had like 10 carries, but it was like for 30-something yards, and he would make him like a work. He stiff armed one guy.
Yeah, that
was God,
that was disgusting.
Yes, but it was just like. Yeah, it was on some Derrick Henry type stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, yeah, it was a grown man stiff arm. But back to your Cowboys little slick comment, you're not sorry because they're outside of your top 10. Yeah, and you had to mention that they were outside of your top 10.
I mean, I just don't think they're a top 10 team in the league.
I got them at 10. Yeah. Let's see what I had them at last year. 11.
Last week you had them at 11.
I had the Raiders at 10.
Last
so the
year,
Raiders. Let's see. The Raiders.
I had the Bills as my 11th team.
You know who fell out my top 10? The Cleveland. The Cleveland Browns.
I was not impressed by the Browns.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, the loss to the Chiefs week 1 was kind of just like it was a good loss. I mean, if that matters, or if that really, if
I
that
don't think
exists,
a good loss is possible, but
if that exists to some people, it was a good loss. But it's just like
and like I don't know, I feel like they can do better. And then Jarvis got hurt. I don't know, man.
Odell said I read something today where he said when he comes back, he's gonna be the best. Like he said, better than ever. That's what he said.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see it.
Well, yeah, please. I got you on. I got you on fantasy, Odell. Please.
Show us proof.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for in-season sports.
Yeah.
No, wait, we got to talk about one more thing in sports.
Ben Simmons?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, in-season sports, yeah, okay.
Let's
flip it on over to basketball.
So, okay, I was watching First Take, you know what I'm saying? The competition. No, I'm just kidding. But I was watching First Take, and, I did see Doc Rivers come on there and say that the 76ers would love to have him back.
Yeah.
But this is after, Ben Simmons is talking about, I'm not going to play for them no more.
Yeah.
And in fact, he's not going to step on the court for them no more.
So I know he wants to get a trade, right? Because you wouldn't sit out if you don't want to trade. And, he's going to get fined every game that he doesn't play. If they don't trade him, then there's no point of keeping him. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, why would you just fine him the whole time?
I feel like it's going to be a James Harden situation where,
you think so?
Really going to want out and somebody's going to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that makes sense.
Philadelphia. If anybody in Philadelphia is watching this, trade him to the Houston Rockets for John Wall.
Ooh.
It's not necessarily a great trade, but it made me happy. You know what I'm
saying? He's a Rockets fan. Anyways.
Yeah, well, here's the thing.
But honestly, John Wall might could do something.
Might could. I don't know, man. I don't think John Wall really will be.
Nah, he's not.
Well, I'll tell you this, though. If Joel Embiid elevates his game, any more than it's already, if he plays any better than he did last postseason, and he was hurt, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you remember, he was number 1 in the MVP rankings before he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if he plays any better.
So if he plays better than that.
If he plays any better than that, then it's just like, okay, Giannis. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, now you got a boy. Now you got somebody to mess with you. And when you got John Wall, who isn't quite the same, but as far as speed to the cup, he can't explode and just dunk on mugs like he used to could. Yeah. But it's like, he can still get there and he can finish. Yeah. So it's like, man, you pick up somebody else off the free agency list. Yeah. And it's just like, you back there. I mean, Shake Milton's still there. You know what I'm saying? They still got Thibault.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's not bad.
Matisse.
He's not bad.
Yeah, Matisse.
Wasn't he doing the vlogs in the bubble?
Yeah.
I remember that guy.
That was pretty good.
But back to Ben Simmons. Honestly, I don't really know if he was. I mean, he's in a good place where he's at. I don't understand why he doesn't want to play.
Do you think the memes got to him?
I think so. And Philly, what people don't like. Okay, so Philly is one of those tough upstate cities that we talk about, like New York, Philly, Maryland, Boston. You know what I'm saying, Boston. Yeah, you know what I'm saying,
people up there are tough, man. They gonna let you know when
you just think he got his feelings hurt.
Yeah, but it's also you know what I'm saying. You playing for a city, and it's like these people expect something from you, and you as a player, all you got is your game. Yeah. I mean, you got your money, you got power nowadays, but it's like you got your name and you got your game.
Yeah.
And it's just like they talking shit about both.
Yeah.
So it's like the way he see it, he's like, fine. I mean, I'm a player and I got some power, so I'm gonna use my little bit and I'm gonna take my name and my game somewhere else. So it's like y'all don't have to deal with me no more. And it's like I respect him for doing that, yes, but at the same time, don't understand where you at. You know what I'm saying? Understand that you have came into a position that not many people have. You know what I mean? Yeah. You have the potential to climb and better yourself on a team that's already built to win. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're not very far from, you know what I'm saying, winning.
They're not.
So when you put that all together, it's like even if the dude gets a mid range,
that's all he needs, honestly.
Mid range is hard though, but
and free throws
are too. You know what I'm saying?
I mean he was pretty bad in the postseason. I don't know.
Yeah, well, you get your free throws in your mid range, and it's just like, man, it's gonna be
kind of showed that you don't need that. You don't need that to be a dominant player. You know
he's taller.
He's 7.
I mean, Giannis is obviously that tall, but still, Ben Simmons can play like Giannis.
Ben Simmons is 6'10".
I did see that.
So it's like when it comes to
he might not have the wingspan that Giannis has.
He might not got the wingspan, but it's like that's a 6'10" guy. Yeah. And he's got to handle anybody else. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who has the ball.
He's a 6'10" point guard.
I mean, that's magic. You know what I'm saying? With the inside, with more of an inside game than a shot and finesse type, like magic. Yeah. And the basketball IQ is out of this world. So to me, I feel like I don't know. Maybe it's not so bad for him to sit on the bench for a few games.
What team do you think he should be traded to if he doesn't end up getting traded?
Do like a 1 year.
Yeah.
And like go to like I don't know the Pistons and just play for a different team.
I think you should
and
go
just
to the
showcase
Nets.
your talent and then wait.
The Nets?
Oh please. I mean just go to a different team.
I don't know about the
We'll
Pistons.
talk about that in a second, but I say no 1 year. 1 year.
Yeah, just even that.
Do like
honestly.
a 1 year or a 2 year. You know what I'm saying?
It's like go to the.
I think he would be good.
And then just like one
go to the
of
Bulls.
one of these teams is gonna try to get you.
Honestly, he could.
The
I think he
Bulls
would be good at the Clippers too.
After 2 years of playing at the Pistons, you not telling me with Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo.
Here we go.
That has been the Jive Talk podcast.
You telling me that we wouldn't try to push for one of the best two-way players in the
I mean, yeah, obviously.
sidebar. All right, so look, I was having an argument with one of my coworkers. Shout out Gabriel Locke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was having an argument with him, and he told me that Ben Simmons was not a top 10 player in the NBA. And
I'd agree.
Okay, well, I wanted to get both of y'all's opinions. I think he's top 10 basketball player. That's all I'm
Here's the
saying.
thing.
Top 10 worst.
The top 10 gets
Wow.
kind of shaky after like the top 7 because you have
that is
you
true.
obviously have KD, LeBron, Steph, Giannis, Kawhi. That's your top 5. No
Yeah.
matter which way you flip it, that's the top 5. Then you have Harden, Luka, Joel, Jokic. Hell no, he's not a top 10 player.
Who? Okay.
I just named 10 players better just off the top of my head.
Do you think Kyrie Irving is a better basketball player than Ben Simmons?
Yes.
Why?
He has a
He can
shot.
do way more. He can shoot. He can get to the. I mean, like, bro.
But does he play on both sides of the ball?
Does Ben Simmons?
Yes.
Man.
Ben Simmons is good.
He has
for
good defense, I'll say that.
Ben Simmons without a shot on the outside, without even a mid-range, just getting to the cup and being good.
Kyrie can do that, bro. Kyrie is getting to hole is the same. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, it is, but is it like Ben Simmons? And does he play on both sides of the ball?
Kyrie's better, bro.
Okay. So
Kyrie's a better shooter. He has better handling. He can, bro.
that's okay.
He can shoot free throws. Like, come on.
I mean, yeah, but
I mean, like,
I think Ben Simmons has better defense, and he's like, obviously he's stronger, he's taller.
Yeah.
But then Kyrie just has more IQ than Ben Simmons.
I don't think that's quite a fact.
I think that is a fact.
Yeah.
Because
Kyrie's smart.
he's played with LeBron. He knows how to do things with other stars.
He really did learn a lot
And
from
even in
LeBron,
Boston,
like,
even in Boston,
you
he
watch
was
him
pretty
play.
good. He just didn't have a team surrounding him, you know?
Houston.
What? Okay, first
Boston,
off, wait. First off, we're not gonna say he didn't have a team
I'm not saying that.
because we got Jason Tatum, a young Jason Tatum.
Was he
a
there?
good Jason? Yes, he was.
He was?
Jason Tatum was there. Jaylen Brown was there.
Okay.
You also had I can't think of right now.
Hayward.
Yeah, you had Hayward, but everybody needs a Marcus Smart.
Oh.
Yeah, you know how they always say like everybody needs a Marcus Smart on their team. Or
I
something
just
like
don't
that.
I don't think Marcus Smart was that good whenever Kyrie was there.
It don't matter because nobody was as good as they are now when Kyrie was there, but they were good enough.
They
to
definitely
go
have.
7
They
games.
definitely have gotten
They
better.
were good enough to go 7 games with LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals
Look,
without Kyrie.
That's true.
But that's the thing; they were a better team without Kyrie. And you can say IQ, you can say all that stuff, but
I just don't think he
he.
fit well with them. Is what I'm
yeah,
saying.
that's what I'm saying.
Kyrie is an all-world talent,
He's Uncle
but
Drew.
there's a lot of basketball players that are better at the game than him.
What do you mean by a lot?
I think there's a lot. Okay. First off, I don't mean a lot.
This is opinion.
When I say, yeah. Okay, yeah, this is definitely objective, but it's just like when I say a
Do you
lot,
think Russell Westbrook's better than Kyrie?
no,
Okay.
I do not think that Russell Westbrook right now is
I'm gonna say Kawhi, but
is a better basketball player than Kawhi, but IQ is Kyrie. Sorry, you did
it's the
that.
case. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm gonna say Kawhi.
Yeah. No, but I think there's a lot of basketball players that play on both sides of the ball with the IQ, and it's just like to me that makes you a better basketball player, anyways. So Kawhi, Giannis, Ben, I think they're better. Bron, I think he's better.
What I saw in the playoffs last season with Ben Simmons, I was really disappointed. I know a lot of people were too. But then again, he might have just been starstruck. He hasn't made it that far in the playoffs. He is a really good player. I will say he can do both sides. Once he gets a free throw,
once he gets a shot,
just period. Once he gets a shot, period, he'll be definitely, in my opinion, he'll be better than Kyrie. And I know we started off just saying, what is he doing? I don't understand why he doesn't want to play for that team. They had a good run last season. I think they could definitely work on some things.
It's just Trae Young winning that. Trae Young really had
Trae Young sunned a lot of teams. A lot of teams.
He sunned the Knicks.
Trae Young is a dog.
He sunned the Knicks in the guard.
Okay, so do you think Trae Young's better than Kyrie?
No, but I don't think Trae Young is better than Ben Simmons either.
Okay, well that's
I don't think Trae Young's better than Ben Simmons.
Yeah. See, this is where it gets crazy because it's like Trae Young is a great player.
There's so many good players in the league, man.
There's great certified young talent. Like certified. Like we know Donovan Mitchell. Well, no. Actually, no. I'm not gonna say Donovan Mitchell.
He's good, but I know
Donovan Mitchell got to go
Donovan
Mitchell got to play against like Kawhi them and give it to him. Like he'll do his thing.
That's what's gonna stop.
I'm talking about in the fourth. Like you got to give Kawhi, LeBron them, Russ them buckets. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like
that's what's gonna stop the Jazz, because the Jazz, they got a good setup, they got a good team.
They choked, but
they didn't choke, but
I don't even know what to say about them at this point. Donovan Mitchell's good. They got Gobert.
But it's like in the West, you're always gonna have to ask the next 5 years at least. It's gonna be the Lakers and Clippers, and the Nuggets are gonna be in that bitch too.
Nuggets.
Hey, the Nuggets are coming, dog.
Nuggets?
You got to trade Mike Conley, but you got to get like Kimba. You got to get like Dennis Schroeder.
Where's Kimba at? Where's he at?
Boston? No.
New York.
Knicks.
Oh.
He with the Knicks. Who in Boston? Dennis Schroeder?
Is Derrick Rose still in the Knicks?
Yeah.
Okay.
D Rose?
I think he's still going to be a bench player, though.
He's on the Knicks? Yeah, okay. Yeah, he did sign with the Knicks. I remember the Bulls were talking about getting him, and what if
Ben goes to the Bulls?
We were just saying that.
Yeah, I said that.
I think that would be a good spot for him because they got Lonzo.
They got Caruso.
They got Caruso.
DeRozan.
And DeRozan, yeah, I was gonna say that. But
who's the center from
Kobe? They got Kobe White.
Yeah, center from
Vucevic. They got Vucevic.
That's a good starting five. The bench kind of.
You think they'll make it to the playoffs with Ben?
I think they'll make it to the playoffs. I just think they'll be like a 7th seed.
Yeah.
Do they still got marketing?
Yeah.
Marketing.
They're trying to trade him though.
Oh, all right. Do they still got Kevin Love?
No. The Bulls
have no.
Oh, sorry.
It was
sorry. I'm talking about the Cavs, but it's just like, okay, in my mind, I was wondering what happens when Ben goes to the Cavs.
Ooh.
Oh, the Cavs?
So now you got a 6'10". Okay, so they're always. Did you know that they're like the biggest team in the league? So like they're like the tallest team in the league right now.
Yeah.
And then if you put Ben Simmons at the 1, then it's like they are the tallest team in the league right now. And then it's like
I feel like
even with Sexton,
Colin Sexton has to be your point guard though, because he's just. So
I think Ben Simmons would be a great shooting guard.
I think
even though he can't shoot, I think
I'm about to say
a
shooting guard that can't shoot. That's gonna be a sight. But it's just like when you got
Jimmy Butler does that too, and I know you love Jimmy Butler.
But Jimmy Butler can shoot mid range.
He can
like over Bron.
He can. The thing I was gonna say is that I don't see him shoot as often as other shooting guards. That's all I was gonna say. Ben Simmons obviously does not shoot more than Jimmy Butler.
I mean, you could put Ben Simmons at the 3. You can put him at the 4.
Since you want to put Jimmy Butler's name in
there,
I'm gonna sit here and tell you.
I was trying to get
when you talk about Philly and you talk about Ben Simmons didn't need to shoot when they were constructed like Ben at the 1, Jimmy at the 3-2, and then you got Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got Embiid who can like give you whatever pretty much you want. Inside, outside, you know what I'm saying? He
puts in work wherever.
He puts in work wherever. You know what I'm saying?
I hope he can
and then
stay
you got
healthy
Ben. You got Ben who can slash as soon as he catches the ball. It's just like no matter where he's at, he can slash and just dunk on somebody or finish or dish it to whoever's in the right spot at the right time because that's just how good he is.
Yeah.
People don't sit here and talk about how good he is. They just talk about how he can't shoot.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, man, if you ask me, he don't need to.
Nah.
At this point, we obviously see that he doesn't need to. I think that it would be good for his game. Yes, I think everyone thinks that. But once he works on free throws, that's all he needs. Because he's shown that he doesn't have to shoot mid or threes. I think his defense is pretty good where it's at. If he just would, if someone would pick him up, I think it would either be the Bulls would be the best choice.
Yeah.
Maybe Cavs. I don't know. I really haven't seen much.
I don't know
the
much
Cavs.
about the Cavs.
I know they got Kevin Love still and Sexton, but
they got Kevin Love.
Darius Garland. Sexton,
yeah, they got
Sexton,
Garland.
You know what I'm saying? That's a good duo.
Yeah.
They got Garland. They got like a lot of. They got trees.
I have not watched the Cavs game since 2018.
I've seen that they beat the Nets last season one game.
Oh, they beat the Nets like 2 times.
Yeah.
I mean, this the NBA. You lose a lot.
Yeah.
And dude, all right, I know you don't want to talk about the Nets, but let's talk about them real quick. We got LaMarcus Aldridge back. They did.
You gotta
the Nets are.
Yeah, you gotta wait for him to come down the court. It's like just like Shaq back in the day.
Yeah.
It's like everybody runs down the court and it's like wait on Shaq. It's like wait on Shaq. You gotta wait on LaMarcus Aldridge to get down there.
I hope
now
he can
you give
stay
it to
healthy.
him. Yeah, now you give it to him and he puts in work. Mentally healthy too, because he said he was going through a lot.
Well, he had a heart problem last season.
Oh wow.
Well, the Nets they signed Paul Millsap.
That's what I was gonna say too.
They drafted Cam Thomas. They signed Patty Mills from the Spurs.
Oh,
it's like
he didn't have to change jerseys.
The Nets got better.
Yeah, and I feel like the Nets is what pushed the Lakers to really do what they.
What else?
Do.
What else did the Lakers just do? They signed.
Oh, the Lakers did a lot, bro. They got
Montana. Haven't heard that name in forever.
Montana.
Yeah.
Who?
Or not Montana. Sorry, Monta Ellis.
Monta Ellis?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The Lakers signed Monta Ellis.
They want their whole bench.
They signed.
Wow.
They're trying to set up a retirement home.
Yeah, like Monta Ellis.
Last time I heard him, he was either on the Nuggets or the Warriors with Steph. That was a long time ago. We were
on the
kids.
Mavericks. Yeah, remember him on the
Yeah,
Mavericks?
I remember that. Back when Dirk was there. Sorry, I said Montana, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, Montana.
But anyways, I think the Lakers and Nets have good teams. We'll just have to see if they could stay healthy. That's their main thing.
That's the thing.
You know what would be good for the 76ers?
What's up?
Getting Isaiah Thomas.
Is he still...
They say he's a bucket. They say he's still a bucket.
Well, no, I know that. I saw him score, 90 that one?
Yeah,
I think he just needs a chance.
He just needs a chance.
He never really got
Celtics
one.
Kicked him off, huh?
Celtics did him so dirty.
Yeah.
Nuggets did him pretty dirty, too.
I mean...
But after the Celtics, it was just like, it was really hard for dude to come back.
I want to blame it on LeBron.
Well, they put him... Yeah, because like when LeBron called him over there and was like, yo, come on, we building this super team. And, we saw how that ended after how many? Like 3 months?
I mean, it was
a full
season.
D-Wade was there.
It wasn't a full season because they went to the finals. They went to the finals, but not as constructive.
They were not.
It was the weirdest thing I think I've ever seen because that very first game, it was Kyrie versus LeBron. And everybody was like, okay, LeBron's got this stacked team. Yeah. Kyrie's on the whatchamacallit and Gordon Hayward. Yeah, Gordon Hayward has broken his leg.
Yeah, that was the weirdest, bro. That
was a weird season.
Yeah.
Say anything?
That's fine.
He was finna quote that.
Yeah. But no,
Gordon Hayward has broken his leg.
I think.
Oh my God,
Isaiah
Gordon Hayward has broken his. It's not funny, but it's just funny.
The way he said it was funny. That's all you're laughing.
We're goose.
Yeah. Well,
Isaiah Thomas is good.
Isaiah Thomas is good. Broken legs are funny.
Yeah.
So
let's move on to music. Let's move on to music real quick. I just want to say that YoungBoy is dropping tonight.
Ooh. Free YoungBoy. Free YoungBoy.
Yeah, free YoungBoy.
Sign the petition. Joe Biden, free YoungBoy.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to YoungBoy, I haven't been the biggest fan. But this is definitely the most.
You're just blocking Ty's face.
This is definitely the most I've been excited for. I'm excited for Sincerely.
Does it have any features?
No.
J. Cole, he's gonna pull a J. Cole.
It don't matter.
Platinum, no features.
It don't matter.
Triple platinum.
Dude, it's gonna be good. I don't know. I was listening to the singles that are already on that song. Like, I was listening to White Tee, and I was listening to Toxic Punk.
Yeah, I listened to all of those. Are good.
I was listening to all that on the way back home from school.
He had so many singles this year before he even got locked up, right?
I mean, I don't know. He's been
While he
up
was
for like
locked
6
up.
months,
Even yeah. So
White Teeth dropped while he was locked up.
yeah,
Toxic
Punk came out while he was out though.
Yeah.
Gunna's dropping too easy.
Yeah.
With him in Future, because
that's gonna be a bop.
That's gonna be a bop. But yeah,
that's pretty much it. That's all
pretty
we
much
have.
that's it. Make sure you like,
subscribe,
share. On God,
sign the petition.
Yeah,
sign the petition for Young Boy.
We'll have the petition in the link.
All right.
Yeah.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace.